Tonight, InStyle and Audi will toast a decade of partnership celebrating Australian Women of Achievement with the annual Women of Style Awards. For the last 10 years, the InStyle and the Audi Women of Style Awards have honored the diverse achievements of women from a range of backgrounds including business, charity, technology, environment, sport, science, and design. Previous winners include Cate Blanchett, Kathryn Barton, Ronni Kahn, Elizabeth Broderick, and Melanie Perkins. Emily Taylor, editor of InStyle, said, "It's a privilege to shine a light on the achievements of Australian women and share their inspiring stories with an ever-growing audience." A decade in, the caliber and reputation of the InStyle and Audi Women of Style Awards continues to set them apart, and we look forward to celebrating their 10th anniversary tonight. Audi Australia is kicking off the launch of its Anna Bergdorf, Marketing and Communications Director at Audi Australia, said, "Audi has a long history of innovation that defines our brand, and we are delighted that the women we have celebrated, together with InStyle over the past decade, personify the same progressive spirit in such an inspirational way." The new supporting partners for this year's Women of Style Awards include Goldwell, Veuve Clicquot and Jean-Paul Gaultier, with Georg Jensen returning for the 4th year. Over 200 guests are expected at tonight's Red Carpet Awards night, to be held at the Museum of Contemporary Art. B. 50 Acres just card the latest to have B. Facebook's social media subsidiary Instagram has announced the launch of new messaging tools for businesses. The new tools will enable businesses to have a better way to manage correspondence with potential customers on Instagram through new inbox management, filtering capabilities. Businesses can now star and filter messages as an easy reminder to follow up on later. Former Pandora, eHarmony and Woolies ex-marketing director Nicole McInnes has joined OVO as the media telco's inaugural chief marketing officer. B. Prior to her role at Woolies, ex-McInnes image lead story The Adlant Bailout Event, which saw 70 senior Adlant figures spend a night behind bars, has raised a record-breaking $140,000 for UNLTD's charity partner White Lion. On Friday, the 4th of May, industry leaders from media owner, media agency, tech, and creative sides swapped their home comforts to spend a night as inmates inside the cells of digital services agency ICEMEDIA has announced the opening of its new Melbourne office, building on offerings in Brisbane, Sydney and Canberra. The new office means ICEMEDIA is now able to bring best-in-class customer experience platforms and consulting directly to Victorian clients with local account support. Bob Tisdall, managing director at ICEMEDIA, said, "Lately, we've been in this guest post." Whippet founder and CEO Steve Stoner, pictured below, argues why brands must strive beyond prices, offers and transactional incentives to achieve true customer loyalty. Here at Whippet, we frequently find ourselves deep in conversation with our retail clients about driving loyalty, a subject which confuses many a marketer. These discussions, Cavalry Freelancing has announced it has successfully raised seed funding and smashed all initial growth targets. Developed by former Mullen-Lau Profero managing director Dave Bentley, pictured above, right, and ex-Razorfish senior tech lead Nick Stevens, pictured above, left. Cavalry was officially launched in January this year to streamline the way organizations and freelancers find each as B. There's nothing like an ex-staffer prepared to spill the beans, is there? So, add some roughage with this fibrous read. GlaxoSmithKline has narrowed its preferred agencies to 6, which isn't that narrow when scrutinized more closely. One need only see B. Have you dismissed the consultancies as nothing more than a flash in the pan? Well, it's into the fire with you. B. Scott Moe named Dendy's new marketing man, which apparently includes all the stale popcorn he can eat. If last night's budget wasn't the best thing ever, wait for the sheer exhilaration of tomorrow's budget reply speech. If there's ever a time you don't want to be a smoker, drinker, double-bludger or viewer of the ABC, it's a liberal budget. Showing our continued commitment to the West comes B. Future Women is an exciting initiative from 9 that sadly doesn't involve humanoid robots or the Jetsons' housekeeper. To ensure there's milk in the B. Sir Martin has shelved plans to open a boutique drapery, not that B. Matt White forced to wear a sports blazer, sports visor. B. News out of Mark Edward Agency today that's arrived in the form of a traditional press release. First we run a profile of 50 Acres MD. Is your AI strategy to wrap yourself in tinfoil and speak using an electrolarynx? Well, this has arrived just in time. Oh no, Fairfax busted for telling porkies. Admittedly, for its real estate app, not its range of pork sausages. Sure, it's definitely sad to see Family Feud go, but couldn't we all do with a lot less Grant tenure in our lives? A video of a dog. Clem's sad to sink its teeth into Menulog's creative. But will it deliver on time? B. The Works unveils huge, inflatable brown seal for Opera House promo that, on first glance, looks like a massive stool. APN Outdoor, the official Australian representative of the Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity, has announced Australia's juror contingent for 2018. This year, Australia will have 13 representatives across a total of 26 jury categories at the world's largest festival for creative and marketing communications, entertainment, design and tech industries. APN Outdoor's general manager of All the Things That Be. Fresh tea retail group Chat Time has launched a bold brand campaign encouraging drinkers to follow their lead and express their wild tastes via host, Have Us. The Chat Time. The campaign aims, one need only witness AB. Despite having his electricity cut off B. Medallia and Facebook have announced a strategic partnership to enable companies of all types and sizes to share, collaborate, and act on customer feedback. The Medallia Experience Cloud integration embeds the pulse of the customer into Workplace by Facebook, where teams are already collaborating on ideas and actions to take. This integration, companies can, here's yet another of those futuristic technology columns B. Boutique PR and full-service digital agency Men at Work Communications (MA) has emerged victorious from a 2-round pitch for UK men's grooming brand Bulldog Skincare for Men. Commencing this month, MA will be the agency of record for Bulldog Skincare in Australia, handling the brand's general PR and influencer campaign work. Rachel Policino, Marketing Director, Happiness Among Aussie Kids Stores. Yet, nothing a good stint down the coal mines wouldn't fix B. Melbourne independent agency 10 Feet Tall has been appointed by Shein Group as its lead creative agency. Shein Group's panel-beating network has 27 locations across Melbourne, offering extended hours and accident replacement vehicles. Joseph Messe, managing director at 10 Feet Tall, said, "In a competitive market with less and less independent smash repairers, Shein, here's a column about our work. Read it on the office toilet or the privacy of your very own loo." shirt, previous B. Would you be a wholly better person if it weren't for your love of evil? Well, why not live vicariously through this? One need only see our editor's Accor Hotel's embossed bathrobe he pinched recently to know it's our hotel chain of choice. Be warned, these inspiring American Express ads could have you lifting colleagues into the air, work chair and all. This YouTube study has been condensed to 3 handy graphics, giving you far more time to watch pointless cat videos. Digital out-of-home player Shopper Media Group (SMG) has expanded its team to keep up with its portfolio growth. Ignatius Stillone has been appointed as a senior business manager. He brings over 10 years' experience in sales and business management in the media industry, most recently selling cross-platform solutions across Australia for News Corp. Sam Cameron, Image Lead Story, a global live brand storytelling agency with headquarters in Sydney, has been a part of history in launching the new Atlantis Sanya, the first Atlantis resort in China. Held on Saturday, the 28th of April, Atlantis Sanya hosted over 600 VIP attendees from China and around the world, where guests experienced an exclusive one-night-only original piece of "Here's a top new initiative from the guys at Movember that even people who can't grow facial hair can be involved with." If there was a study into the amount of studies B. Cosmo to put readers' favorite influencer on its next cover. Surely, the woman off the brand Power ad's a shoo-in? Pined for a time when cooking shows were hosted by elderly ladies baking sponges? Get set to get your whisk out here. Mercedes-Benz set to pitch its global media account. Or, as the Germans prefer to say, "Peace das outta here," ad set to lose $38.90 on business cards. Yet another streaming service is coming to Australia amid reports days are to be extended to 34 hours to fit it all in. Australia's greatest living Lothario. We were going to run with Hummers. There's some awkward silences. MCN and Mazda have entered a deal that B. When it comes to home renovating programs, we're more Grand Designs fans here at B. And we don't watch that either. B. If you're reading this from Perth or Adelaide, we'd suggest you may have a little too much time on your hands. A gentle reminder, it's Mother's Day this coming Sunday. Although, yes, that probably made us sound like your mothers. Do you blame your failing campaigns on tartar buildup or periodontal disease? Well, sink your teeth into this read. Are you with Telstra and think EPL is some sort of bikini waxing treatment using a laser? Well, you're exempt here. Bauer announces 2 senior appointments who, coincidentally, are both said to have an aversion to McDonald's pickles. Inbound marketing software provider HubSpot has announced a native e-commerce integration with Shopify. The integration means e-commerce marketers can see online sales in HubSpot as deals, organize and analyze purchasing patterns, and measure customer lifetime value. The new integration also helps marketers complete specific e-commerce tasks, like sending transactional emails and building automation around shopping. Jeremy Hammonds, pictured above, co-founder of Australian movement GetUp, and author of New Power, will open a Sydney office of his global social change agency Purpose. To be headed up by current European Managing Director, Simon Goff, Purpose will bring to Australia its expertise in developing and deploying creative campaigns to build and support movements. Creative agency Protein One and Rotor Studios have developed a fully interactive virtual reality (VR) experience designed to educate school children about the process of recycling. created for the recycling Discover Hub at the recycling facility at Human the ACT, the public will get their first glimpse of this exciting new experience at the Are You constantly reminded of your failings although you're working your butt off? Welcome to M. Rusciano's world. Adidas has gone into complete damage control and not sacked Mr. West for being a riot ill. Sadly, it's a second bad news story out of 7 today. On the upside, can be. Wotif always reminds us of that wonderful Parisienne fling B. The chubby sleaze at the back wins our creep of the day medallion. Ooh, media says it's still hungry for acquisitions. It's like the industry Mr. Creosote at the moment, isn't it? An anonymous Instagrammer is removing men from front news pages. Heaven forbid they start on the back sports section. We'd never tolerate violent threats here at B. Twitter's been hit by some bug B. Or, simply bug. You know when WHO arrives at B. The State of Digital reports landed. Fact, it's the rooster of industry reports. Take a trip back over the past 25 years of Australia's ad industry. Whack on some Whitney and it'll be 1993 all over. Thinking of hitting the books again? Well, you'll be giving your librarian a left. Pitch for the Australian Super account yet the phone remains deathly quiet. Sadly, your fate weighs within. In Top 3's world, the eponymous catalog issued each season had always been a compelling part of their brand story, a showcase for new products, a connection piece for the design-obsessed and a platform to relate the brand's philosophy to the world. It was a wondrous collaboration, until it wasn't anymore. Catalogs in the guise of all the paddy wagons B. This columnist is advocating the pluses of working with rebels. Although, we assume that's not the outlawed Bicky gang. Think it's all wearing black. If AI isn't already scaring the shit out of most people, comes this news it resembles some awful spotty, drunk teenager. Here, B. Yes, it's probably more a cardigan of secrecy. If B. It's through gritted teeth at B.